All right, now it should be live. I hope it's live. Can you guys hear us? You can see us?
Now it is.
Yeah, okay, there we go. A little bit of make sure everything's working. Everything, little technical difficulties over here. Hope that you guys can hear us.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, right. They should be able to hear you. They can hear me. Let us know in the chat. Let us know if you guys can hear us. We're having some technical difficulties changing things up. I believe we should be good to go. Should be good to go. Let's see here.
Yeah, David, NIO made a heck of a recovery, along with a lot of other things. But, yeah.
Let me go ahead. Let's see. I want to make sure everything's working on our end. Let's see.
I think so. I think it is.
I think so as well.
Sometimes when it's green isn't too good either. Yeah, when it recovers 5%, people could easily just start selling.
Yeah, it's working. Okay.
Taking profits. Like I bought some CCIV and XPeng this morning, and I'm up 5%. And like, even for me, it's a little tempting to just sell it because with how the market is. So I know other people are for sure selling because that's just easy profits. Yeah, roller coaster day today. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot of things to recover that much. It was ridiculous. Bill, go NIO. That's right. Yeah, so pretty much everything was down like crazy just because pushing COVID variant fears, and that's the main reason, really. San Francisco reinstating mask mandate stuff for restaurants. So yeah, if more and more places do it, we're just gonna go down. So that's the main thing is COVID fears again. Hopefully it doesn't get out of control like we've seen before, but we'll see how much it gets talked about.
All right, I'm back. Oh, let's see here. Man, what a scary start to the day, honestly. What a scary start to the day. Everything was dead.
Yeah, everything was dog water.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, most of the things are turning green now. There were a couple. All of these were red this morning, actually.
Yeah.
So.
ED's down 7%. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's way down.
Yeah. NVIDIA was actually doing real good today. Even when everything was down 2 to 4%.
Right.
NVIDIA was up like 4%. But
what's going on, Alex? How you doing, man? Anthony, welcome in. Philip,
good morning, Alex.
Phil, David, Orlando, Ron, Chanwi. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, Richard. Still waiting to see where support is for NIO. Go ahead,
Anthony. I'm hoping that we start moving up from here, but I don't think this is over. They're just starting, I think, with all the COVID variant crap they've been talking about the last 3 days or so. I think it's not over yet, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, and then it doesn't help the whole the U.S. Olympic team. I guess some of the girls on there got COVID, and that just validates Tokyo shutting, doing the emergency whatever over there in Tokyo because of COVID. So
right,
yeah, I guess, and I saw where every state in the U.S. COVID cases are going up because of the COVID variant. So easy stuff for them to just, push fear like crazy with right now. Anthony. Yeah, it's hard to accept it, but Yeah, that's why I bought just a little tiny bit of XPeng and CCIV this morning. I'm holding out on everything else because I think it could go lower, but hoping not. You know, it's obviously a good sign that everything got bought back up, but we'll see. Yeah, Richard, that sucks. More and more that keeps happening, the market's gonna go down for sure.
Oh, let's see here. I don't even know where you were just at. Yeah, I'm
I
trying
pretty
to
much
freaking deal with the computer issues over here. It's like that's you mess with one thing, man, and now it bugs the crap out of me and
yeah.
crap's hitting the fan.
Yep. And Richard, it's not just COVID, it's China world relations based on alleged hacking on Microsoft. Yeah, I saw that, you know, the EU and, you know, US are blaming China for the Microsoft hacking stuff. And then
I didn't realize that
there's
was
just
a
a whole,
thing.
but it's a bunch of hot garbage going on right now. You know, obviously inflation and COVID is the big things. But mainly this COVID thing, because people are really going to start freaking out and selling everything if, you know, more and more places start going back to, you know, COVID requirement stuff. So,
Right. I'm
like
kind
you
of
said, Richard.
concerned though that California is going back to mask mandates and indoors and stuff. It's like
Oh yeah, it's
it
just
makes so the whole COVID thing has just been crazy since the start because no one's been, it's been flip flop back and forth the entire time, and now that no one requires masks anymore, and then now they're gonna go back to that. Like people aren't gonna take that
yeah.
lightly.
Well, I think it's the main thing I'm worried about is people are just gonna uh, start panicking again in the market, and everything's gonna sell
Right.
off.
That should help a little bit with the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could end up seeing like another situation like March. So we'll
I
see
mean,
what
if
happens.
they keep pushing it and one by one, slowly everything starts getting, you know, more restrictions, then yeah, everything's
Right.
gonna go. Everything's gonna be ridiculous again.
Yeah, I agree to that.
So hopefully that.
Um,
Yeah,
let's,
Bob. Let me count the ways to ruin the world economy.
I mean, we got at least 5 of them so far going.
Once everybody has had the Rona, then we can move on. Nobody seems to get it twice.
Right. Well, there's been reports of people getting the vaccine and still getting it, so there's that.
Yeah, and people still dying from it, but even with the vaccine. But let's not get onto these topics.
It's a mess out here. California flip flopping. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big, yeah. Oh, but yeah, so I mean the whole market today though is just a lot of the obviously the main indexes are pretty much trashed right now.
Yes, I mean Dow's down 800 and almost 40 points, 2.4%.
I'm gonna
Nasdaq
use
1.1, friggin' S&P 500 1.8. Like that's terrible. Like that's real bad, real bad. So I'm actually buying more into my mutual funds today. Actually,
yeah.
1 year's kind of the Dow because it's
Down 800. Dow drops 800 points in fears of COVID rebound.
Yeah, so the whole thing today is the COVID variant, and they're, I guess, worried again about economic growth after COVID variant crap again. So that's what today's main event is.
Yeah, so that's not good. And that and oil, apparently oil's having issues as well.
I don't know.
Craziness.
I haven't been looking into oil.
Oh, let's see here.
Alan, when's CCIV gonna start blasting off? When they start releasing cars, probably, or at least when you get closer. But I mean, if you're talking about the merger date, we could start seeing some movement, maybe 2 days before the merger date.
Yeah, everything's on the brink of turning green right now. At least a few things wise. Hopefully we can hold above 43 today. That'd be nice. It'd be real nice to hold above 43. Let's get back to 45, man. Let's just full send to the moon. Ron, that just the delisting fears are not a concern of ours. I think the whole delisting fears come from people finding out how Chinese stocks are traded, and the law that was passed about China, and like basically if they don't comply with U.S. regulations for 3 consecutive years, then they face delisting. But that's 3 consecutive years, not 3 years from now. That's 3 consecutive years of not, following the laws of the U.S. government. So not concerned about it at all. So when is CCIV going to start blasting off? That's a good question, honestly. Yeah. Who knows? If it even blasts off at all.
I said when they start releasing cars, or maybe 2 days prior, or at the earliest 2 days prior to the merger date.
Right. Blocking the bobbleheads. Here, let's put Ken Griffey Jr. up here. Let's put Mr. Redleg over here, and we'll put Mike Moustalkis right there. There you go.
Richard, heard that Lucid will actually release cars no later than 2026. That's funny.
Lee just turned green. Guys, I think Congress this year changed it to 2 years. Not sure. We'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into see if they changed it or not.
Yeah.
But regardless, like it's multiple years in advance, not like something that's just gonna happen.
Ted. Ted, thanks for joining, by the way.
Let's see here. Delisting fears of ADR, like NIO, are non-existent if there is a Hong Kong listing. Right. I mean, that's just going to back it up even more. And I think for some reason, I think people just figured out that's how they traded, and someone panicked and caused a whole slew of panic across the whole market.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's the big thing. Everyone all of a sudden figured out that, you don't really have NIO shares, I guess, and everyone, started freaking out.
Right.
So, I don't know. There's always panic all the time with these Chinese stocks right now. It's ridiculous.
Fire rain crash coming in October. I don't think so. I mean, I think if we keep talking about it, we're going to get a crash.
Right.
I feel like we're just talking ourselves into a market crash, honestly, because everyone's like fearing it, and then everyone's going to start selling, which causes the crash. So I
think it really just depends on this, this COVID crap. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that could cause a crash between COVID and, tensions between any country and just a whole bunch of garbage. And
right, there's just right now there's just so much garbage going on. It's crazy.
BMW just released the i5 electric model that will give hard life to NIO. I don't know anything about the BMW, but we'll have to look into that. But it's more competition for everybody, so.
Yeah, Ted. It's amazing the recycled China delisting still has this effect. Yeah, I mean, obviously people are still worried about it when people are asking us all the time if NIO's going to get delisted. So it obviously is working on people.
Let's see here.
Thank you, Anthony.
Appreciate that. What is the latest on PSTH? Heard Aikman has pulled the plug on music merge. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Pershing Square drops deal to buy 10% of Universal Music. Yeah, that would cause it to drop. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
NIO's going up right now. Let's go.
As it should. This is exactly what we wanted. Oh, by the way, I got that basement finished, chat. I've got the room finished, put carpet. I painted, got carpet in, and hooked up all the electrical. So maybe today's video will be recorded from that room. I'm not quite sure. It's gonna probably not. It'll probably be tomorrow's videos because yeah, it's gonna take a lot to get all this crap downstairs and get everything set back up.
Yeah, and you just don't want to move crap right before we record a video because guaranteed something's not going to work.
For sure, for sure.
And yeah, Bob, no more bedroom in the background.
Yeah, you guys will get to see the a new background. So it's just gonna be a blue wall.
Aren't you gonna put up shelves and stuff eventually?
Yeah, eventually. I gotta eventually put up shelves and stuff for the bobbleheads and stuff like that.
Get a sick stock, dudes. Neon sign.
Oh, let's see here. Did you guys check into Zep? If so, what are your thoughts? We did not. We did not. It's been a busy weekend, so
yeah,
we had not had the chance to look at anything. Hear the rumors of the NIO factory in Germany. We did hear something about NIO and Germany, so that could be a thing. The website where we get all of our NIO news from has not said anything about a factory.
Yeah, the only thing we heard about is getting a general manager.
Yeah, so we heard the general manager. They actually talked about them posting. They posted a job posting for a NIO Germany manager or something like that. So that's potentially good news. So yeah, we'll see if anything comes out about that. If you're working on your basement, how can you move to the sunshine state? I wish. I freaking wish.
Oh, dude.
Got Stock Baby over there telling me how it is.
Outer Space, welcome back. Love watching your live feeds. I told y'all, NIO 900 end of year. There's always hoping.
I love it.
Yeah. That's the kind of optimism we need here.
I was very likely to I bought some more at 40 and looking now. Yeah, so
probably very lucky, I'm assuming, possibly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean if you bought at 40, that's a pretty good, you're on a pretty good tear right now.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing it, Mike. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, it'll be on one of these videos, one of these next upcoming videos you'll see it. So get a green screen. You can be anywhere you want. I thought about doing a green screen because then I can have my background to anything, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's been a long time coming, so it's literally taken forever to do it. So let's see here. They bought an old factory in Germany. That would be, now if NIO can open a factory in Germany, that would help lower their costs for sending cars over there.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, eventually you think if they come to the States, like they're probably going to do the same thing here in the States, just like all the other car manufacturers.
Only makes sense.
Right. NIO 999 by September 4th. I like it.
Now, David, where'd you see that they bought an old factory in Germany?
And then let's see here.
NIO's up almost 1% now.
Good. As it should be. I had a moon background with Apollo LEM in my Zoom background. Just sitting on the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for next month's delivery and earnings. Yeah. I'm excited to see what July's numbers are. I'm not expecting 10,000 deliveries, but I mean, just think if they hit 10,000, that'd be ridiculous.
It was on Reddit. Let's see here.
Yeah, Ted, for sure.
Um,
20,000 deliveries
let's
for
see.
July. Yeah, that'd be all right. Yeah, Ted, I'm not expecting 10,000 deliveries, but if it happens, I'll be happy.
I'm expecting like 93 to 9,500 deliveries for this month alone,
Yeah, I'm expecting 93.
which would be fantastic.
Hey, Bob, that would be all right. Fly everyone to Cabo for fishing. I'm down. That's going to be in your own plane too, right? Like you're actually going to be flying. I sold my girlfriend for more NIO stock. Hey, man, whatever you got to do. If you got to sell a kidney,
Done.
sell a kidney.
Right. Y'all think deliveries and earnings will help get back into the 50s? It depends on how. I think it just depends on the whole market situation. Honestly, like,
right.
Nothing's going to help if they just keep pushing all this fear of COVID and
Inflation.
Inflation. That's the term I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So,
the chip manufacturer on Thursday said no more chip shortages for EVs. Yeah, that was the Taiwan one. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, but yeah, there's good news with that. The chip stuff is only gonna get better from here. And then Richard sold my NIO stock for a girlfriend.
There we go.
Moving the opposite of outer space. Yeah, Alan, I saw about the Robinhood IPO. I saw some hot headlines about it this morning.
Just got an alert in early Robinhood,
which I think that could be good. It seems like the younger generation loves Robinhood.
Got 10 shares for $50. Oof. I saw that come across my phone, but I didn't look into it. I wonder if they allow me to do the same thing. Do I just YOLO I have $100 in Robinhood sitting there doing nothing. Do I just YOLO that on Robinhood?
I don't know.
I have no clue what this is going to be like. Obviously, like,
I think Robinhood's gonna do good because, like I said, the younger generation, the people that just got into investing, they love Robinhood. The app is fantastic. The company itself is, it depends on who you are, but I don't really like Robinhood. But for ease of use and everything, for new people getting into investing, it's super easy. So I think they'll do good. What if delivery is bad? I know what to do. I'll buy more NIO. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's probably going to be another record month for NIO.
Let's see here.
Hey, soulmates. What's up? Welcome back.
So they're pricing it anywhere between $38 and $42 according to Robinhood. I would like to know how you got 10 shares for $50, Alan. Because if that's the case, I'm buying 10 shares.
He 10 shares at $50. I'm assuming $50. Well, maybe not. Never mind.
Yeah. So if you got 10 shares for $50, like, you're gonna make a killing. But let me know if you bought them at $50. I'd like to know that.
$50. Because this is probably going to be one of those where it takes off IPO day or whatever. Like a lot of them, it's going to be a lot higher than they say it's going to be $50. Well, by the time you can buy it, it's going to be like 70. So
right.
Because
max share price is $50.40. Name your price. Price is valid. Price if price is equal or less than the price you set. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Is NIO going to Germany? Yeah. Don't know exactly when, but yeah, they're going to Germany.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
the reports. We're seeing reports of them hiring for Germany, so expect that to be a thing here in the next. I'm sure we'll start hearing news
You know,
about that coming soon.
we've seen pictures of NIO SUVs over in Germany too. So, you know, they've been over there for a little bit. This morning was bloody soulmates. Yeah, it was no good.
Yeah, but luckily we kind of recovered out of that, so that's good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he got 10 for 500 just like everyone else. Yeah, so that makes more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. I'm like, if he got 10 for $50, like,
Yeah.
sheesh. That's what I heard along with Norway. Yeah, they're going to be expanding into Norway throughout this year. They said that they're going to expand into like 4 or 5 other cities. So we'll expect that.
Yeah. Um. Richard, yeah, if you're talking about the Robinhood IPO, most likely. I usually don't buy. If I do buy on IPO day, I plan on selling pretty much that day or the next day because every IPO I've ever watched, it runs up like crazy and then it sells off for the next, at least couple days. And
Right.
look at Coinbase, it sold off for weeks after it IPO'd. So yeah, I usually never buy on IPO day because unless unless I plan on selling right away.
Expecting IPO day is on the 29th and the price range is between $38 and $42. So if you buy at 50, like you're already buying way over, but then again, like you just said, it's probably going to take off just like every other IPO.
Yeah, by the time it's on the market at like 1 p.m. or whatever, it's probably already going to be $70 some.
Right. It's either going to take off or it's going to pull a Palantir and just tank. I remember when Palantir IPO'd.
Yeah,
dropped like a rock.
Yeah, I mean, any IPO that I've ever watched, it blasts off and then just tanks. So,
I read about NIO got same problems to go in Chinese market about their user data. We haven't heard anything about that. I know they are having issues with the Hong Kong listing because they had to fill some like regulation rules and stuff. They had things to do before they could list, which they're in the process of fixing to list. So I'm expecting that to, I'm expecting more Hong Kong news within the next coming weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Richard. Coinbase starting at 250 and went as high as 430 plus on day one and then went down to 200, right? Like DD,
yep.
Yeah, that's how everything.
Even Coin being at 250 was way too high. Only IPOs that don't sell off are the ones that stink. Yeah, pretty much the ones that don't, the ones that aren't going to be blasting off on IPO day because they don't have any reason to sell off then.
Right.
Yeah. I usually wait a while on IPOs.
Man, I had 2 cups of coffee this morning and I'm like twitching over here right now.
Unbelievable.
I'm like itching to go run a mile or something crazy and probably kill myself. Let's see here.
So I'm interested to see, what happens this week with all the, all the COVID crap going on.
Right.
Is today the only day, or is there going to be, is it going to keep doing this?
Right. Well, if
obviously
you guys,
it's good that we made it up.
Right. If any of you guys are in XPeng as well, there's some good XPeng news coming out. That Deutsche Bank raised their price target to $50.
Yeah.
So that's great news for XPeng. They're actually killing it right now. XPeng is killing it in the game right now with all these cheap cars and.
Richard, you're correct about that, about compliance. But yeah, XPeng is doing some good things.
Right. It's $40 right now, and it's got an average of $50.75, and then 57 is a high.
Yeah.
So they're killing it right now.
Only 5 analysts cover it though, so I'm expecting that more analysts to start covering it and also just increasing their price targets.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying NIO's outlook as well. 50% upside from right where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Let's see here. You don't need that. You don't need to, Mike. I heard your child. You will be taking a nap. I'm telling you, man. Dude doesn't give it up. Dude does not give up that easy.
Richard, Teledoc, and Zoom. I've been in Teledoc for pretty much right before COVID happened. I got into Teledoc, and Teledoc's been doing good. Even without Teledoc, or even without COVID, Teledoc I think is going to do good.
Teledoc right now is priced at 150, and its average is 231 and a high of 300.
Yeah.
That's a 54% upside from where it's at right now. Even its low is at 162.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, even without COVID, I think Teledoc's just going to be doing good things because it's more and more popular. Obviously, COVID only helped it because, during COVID, you couldn't really go to your doctor, very easily, or you didn't want to go. And then, all the people that used it during that time is like, well, that was super easy. Let me just do that all the time.
What is Zoom's thing? I don't. ZM. Why is it not showing up here?
Be careful if you partake in any IPO offerings on Robinhood. They have unique terms. You can't sell for 30 days. Well, that's terrible.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm just not gonna partake in that then.
Yeah.
Let's see here. NIO got help from the government, so I can't sleep. Is Xpango Europe like NIO? I hope. No. So there's no. I thought, is Xpeng in? I don't think they're in Europe yet, are they? I thought I saw some kind of.
I heard they were going. Yeah, they're going to Europe. This is one that I haven't. I was following them, and then I stopped following them for a little bit. And if David's still in here, he might know. I would have to actually look. But last time I heard they were going to Europe, I don't know. And then that's when I stopped really following them super close.
Last I see is they plan expansions for Europe, but there's nothing that's saying, hey, they're in Europe or anything right now. Let's see here.
Xpeng delivers first EVs to Norway.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. I'll have to look into that to see if they're actually going to go.
I mean, they're going, whether they're in there or not yet. Yeah,
that's the question.
Right, and like he's saying, or she, do they have the licenses like NIO just got for their one SUV to be able to sell in Europe?
Right.
Do they have that? I don't know, stuff we need to look into because we just recently got back into Xpeng, so we need to do more research on them. Yeah, Ted, that's what I thought too. I thought they were already in Europe, but I need to spend more time looking at them because I haven't been paying attention to Xpeng recently.
Ooh, NIO, everything's selling off right now. That's cool. Let's get it.
I saw that.
Yeah, so with Robinhood, Casey, that's the thing. Like, if that's the case with Robinhood, like, I don't want any part of it. Ever since the whole GameStop thing back in January with Robinhood, like, I've been real sketchy with Robinhood. I was only using it with Dogecoin, for Dogecoin, but then I sold my Dogecoin. And so now I just have like $100 chilling there.
Even just that alone, but like it's just annoying that their servers are down like all the time. Like when you need it, their servers are down.
Right.
So I honestly sold what I had in there and took the money out of Robinhood. And I don't use Robinhood.
I think I have $100. I have like $112 just sitting there, but I can't pull it out until it settles. Then I'm contemplating on whether or not I want to just pull it out or just leave it in there for play money. But I might just pull it out and just throw it in, buy some more NIO or throw it in a mutual fund or something.
Yeah,
or just
that's
pull
what
it
I did.
out and save
I
it.
took it out, put it into my Fidelity account, and just put it in a mutual fund. Actually, make some money with it.
Right. But yeah. So we'll see what happens with NIO now that it's selling back off. But I guess I'm glad we're not down 4%. I'll take a slight negative rather than 4% negative. So,
right, yeah.
But we appreciate you guys being here as well. If you guys haven't hit that sub button yet, hit that sub button. Also, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button as well. It helps support the stream. And actually, the more likes and the longer people watch it, helps push the stream to other viewers to possibly get new viewers in here.
Yeah.
That's how YouTube works. So, it just helps build the following and helps build the community.
So I'm seeing back in December they delivered 100 G3s in Norway. So they were starting back in December. I don't know. We'll have to look into it more, but it looks like they're already delivering in Norway.
Yeah, according to Motley Fool, the numbers are small, but the fact that XPeng is able to sell vehicles in Europe is a powerful marketing tool. And that was back in February.
Yeah.
So we'll have to look into that to see if they're...
Yeah, it says XPeng will enter more nations in Europe, but will spend the next 12 months deciding where to go and laying out the groundwork for sales. They said it was going to be kind of a slow... It wasn't going to be super fast paced entry into Europe over there.
Right.
They're just kind of taking it slower, I guess. Trying to figure things out.
So it looks like the first 100 XPeng G3i electric cars shipped to Europe. And that was back in September. So yeah, so they're definitely over in Europe, but I don't know if they're actually taking full advantage of that yet or not.
Right.
But yeah, NIO's up to 312 battery swap stations as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep, just every day cranking them out.
I think what XPeng has going for them right now is the fact that they're selling cars for dirt cheap. You can get a $24,000 XPeng that's going to get you decent mileage. 200 to 300 miles, maybe 4, depending on the price. So,
yeah, I mean, like I said in the last video, Tesla's Model Y's base is 250 range, and NIO is just selling off hard right now. And the XPeng one that was 25,000 is 200, what was it, 280 something, 283, something like that, and it's almost half the price. So yeah, NIO is.
Even with all that said, Robinhood will still get more customers than they lose. I agree with you guys, but I still think Hood will blow up. I won't pick up until after IPO. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. Robinhood makes it very easy. It's very, it's very pleasing to look at. Their UI is fantastic. I think that's what Robinhood has going for them is their UI. Is how it's very simple, easy, and dumbed down to trade, to buy stocks, to invest. It's just very simply put.
Yeah, that's why I said all the new investors. It's just like M1 Finance. It's super easy. You just select percentages you want. You don't have to. There's not much thinking involved, so it makes. I think M1 and Robinhood have it down pretty good for all the new investors, and that's where they're all going to go because they just make it easy. So yeah, I think the company's going to do good, but I just personally don't like them. But that's just me.
And I think the thing with Robinhood is the people using Robinhood are probably the ones that don't really understand investing to a point where us here on this channel and in chat understand investing. We look into it a lot more. We do our research and development, our research and due diligence, and it's I feel like the people who use Robinhood, and I don't want to feel like I'm targeting somebody, but are just I want to invest, but I don't want to be overwhelmed by it. So
I mean, I have a perfect example. I have a friend that uses M1 Finance, and I started talking about stop losses and stuff, and she had no idea what I was talking about.
Right.
So it's just newer people to investing that don't really fully understand it, I guess. I think that's those kind of things. Those platforms attract those kind of people.
Right.
I think it's bad. I'm just saying. People that are just getting into investing are probably going to use that.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I might buy under the Robinhood IPO just because I don't personally use that company or like the company. If the company's going to make me money in the stock market, I'll buy into them.
Right.
I don't care. It'd be kind of dumb not to, but
oh shoot.
Yeah, I think Robinhood would do good
Oh, I think they will as well.
for sure.
And I think this is the dip, man. If I wanted to buy some more NIO, man, I think this is the point where I might be buying more.
I'm waiting until tomorrow, see what happens.
I mean, yeah, but like that RSI is way down there.
Oh yeah. What's the RSI year to date or whatever right now? I can't see it because I'm in the way. Let me see. That's 42. But yeah, I remember too with the whole correction crap, we were down between 30 and 50. So we could possibly go all the way down to 30, which would be no good. No good. Hoping that's not the case. But you never really know how far it's going to drop with the kind of crap that's going on right now. It is obviously good that we saw all that buyback. Everything in my portfolio was down. Besides one, minimum 2%. Everything else was down like 2, 4, 5% pre-market. And now everything is like kind of positive or barely negative. So obviously that's good signs that everything's getting bought back up. I'm just also worried because during the correction stuff, you would see this where it'd be down 5%, and then it would go up 5%, and then it would just sell off because that's just easy profits for people, and then it would just just keep doing the same thing over and over, up down, and you would never actually make any progress because there was just everyone was shorting it. So we'll see. Like it makes sense that there was that sell off because if you bought this morning, you're up 5%. It's just easy 5%. Especially when the market's kind of you don't really know what's going to happen. It's a lot of people are going to just be taking profits. But we will see. See here. Yeah, I guess so there was some other news with China or NIO opening up a where'd it go? A tech showroom in China's tallest skyscraper, I guess. So, I guess more kind of good news about NIO. Gonna get more eyes on NIO. Yeah, battery swaps, they're up to 312 now. If they want to get to 700, they're gonna have to start cranking them out faster because we're over halfway done. With this year, and they're only at 300.
Right.
So, yeah, they're having to start doing like 11 a day again, like they were that one day. So you just keep pumping them out like 3 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day. It'll be all right.
Let's pull this up.
Let's see. I'll stick with Charles Schwab and Fidelity in my portfolio. My ARC and Charter are good, but in the market you take good with bad. I'm in for the long haul. Yeah, I really like Fidelity. Their app isn't as great, but I'm never on their app. I'm usually always on my computer. So they have a really good app on the computer that you can get. And they do have a new app that came out. I haven't downloaded it downloaded it yet, but it's supposed to, I've heard good things. It's supposed to be better. But Fidelity's never pulled any shady stuff during the whole GameStop crap, and just I don't know. I like it. I like their mutual funds. They're no fees for pretty much everything, and
the thing with Fidelity and the whole GameStop thing is, I know when I had.
Well, that's just your situation. That wasn't them doing sketchy stuff.
Well, they prevented. I don't know if it was partial shares or
it was only
buying in general.
It was only partial shares.
Oh, well.
If you look it up, Fidelity didn't
not
do
selling, not selling. That wasn't. Yeah, that was the issue I had. But like, they were like, I think all of the brokers were doing something.
Nope. Look it up. That's fine.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. So there was an article on that website as well. Oh, going back to that. There was an article on there about them releasing, or let me go ahead and pull it up. Let's drag this over here. So obviously there's their NBA partnership or themes or whatever you want to call it, relationship. And then there was an article that came out, I think it was on Friday, about their X2 X2 like flying car. So we'll see how that comes out.
Yeah.
They said 5th generation, like this is like a common thing that you see these all over the place.
Yeah, that's
so we'll see what happens there. But I think the bigger thing coming out of XPeng is the fact that their pre-orders for the P5, they're priced relatively decent for a sedan, and that they have an SUV down here, the G3i. See if I can find it real quick. That is priced the G3i.
Yeah, they have multiple models, in the $20,000 range. Like that's what I've been saying that NIO needs to do for a long time.
Right. So we'll see if NIO can answer to that in the future. I think we're gonna have to wait until NIO Day before anything like that comes out. We'll see if.
Yeah, I'm hoping at the end of this year the car they release is a cheaper model. It's probably not going to be anything close to that. It's probably still going to be like in the $40,000 range. But
right.
As long as they're working towards cheaper, then
right.
I guess that's good.
So I can watch my Pistons lose in style. Hey, can't be any worse than the Cavaliers. NIO's up and down today like a hooker's underwear. Yeah, it's. I mean, we're not down -5% like we were this morning, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah, NIO will, but they said it'll be not under the NIO name. Yeah, I mean, I could see them doing like a $45,000 or so car under the NIO name, but not like a cheaper like $30,000 car or 20, especially not in the 20s. Yeah. But I mean, that's fine. If it's not under the NIO name, it'll be, under the NIO brand, and whatever profits they make, it's going to be, going to NIO. Like, think of it as like GM. They have Cadillac, Chevy, whatever. The stock is GM. There's not a Chevy stock. There's not a Cadillac stock. So any profits they make from Chevy, Cadillac, whatever else is under the GM brand, it's all going to GM. So it's going to be the same situation for NIO. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me to do that, to keep your premium, the NIO brand premium, and just start a different, company for the cheaper car.
So I think it'll be interesting to see what happens at NIO Day, to see if they, what they talk about releasing. So we can expect something, because even the president, I think his name's Quinley Hong or something, was saying that they're going to be announcing a new vehicle towards the end of this year. So.
Yep. Yeah. So hopefully that's obviously a cheaper something. Like you said, like an ET5 or something, that'd be all right. Something cheaper. What they need. Come on, guys. Where's that energy? You both sound like you're at a funeral. I'm not worried about NIO.
Oh no, I'm not concerned at all either. I'm not concerned at all. It's like the whole market is just literally up and down. I'm sure if we look at these other ones, they're all doing the same thing. They're all pulling back. Not concerned at all. Everything was running up from the lows, and then it's the same pattern, except Microsoft because it's cool. But they all did that same pattern where everything tanked down this morning and then it ran up and now it's pulling back. So I'm not too concerned with NIO right now.
Yeah, I see NIO recovered since I took a little nap. Yep, it got bought back up. Which is good.
Forward-looking attractive just stopped and took some pictures of the E-Mustang. Yeah, I think when it'll be interesting to see if NIO partners with Ford. I wonder if they'll use that as leverage to enter the States, because you know how Americans are, they buy American, and we'll see if they'll use that to their advantage. So
yeah, I'm not really expecting that, but we'll see.
What do you think about Ethereum? Pretty much all crypto is dead. Like, I don't even care to look at my crypto right now because it's all pretty well trashed.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it is not looking good. Ethereum Classic was up this morning though.
Yeah, what happened to you and your Ethereum going to 10,000 by the end of this year?
Oof.
Still think that?
For sure. Let me see here.
Ethereum's down 4% right now. I didn't.
Yeah, so Ethereum Classic ran up this morning and then it just pulled back. But it's just like ever since this massive run up, and it's just been pulled back. All crypto is literally doing this, and I think it's one of those things where we're in that phase now where it's like crypto runs up, then it sells off, and then it just chills for years, and then it runs back up. Right. So I'm not too I'm annoyed with crypto because it's just, yeah, I don't know really what happened aside from the whole Elon Musk thing, trashing Bitcoin, then buying Bitcoin. Now they're selling it, now they're buying, and it's
the China thing.
Yeah, I think that's a big player here. Is the China thing is really hurting crypto. So
yeah, that's the biggest thing, I think. But yeah, maybe just other countries starting to ban that crap and
right. Ethereum, let's go back to that. Honestly, anything above 3,000 would be better than where we're at, because what did we hit the high? 4,000? Yeah, 4,000 I would say. I'm obviously back when it was running up, everybody was probably giving ridiculous price, end of year price, which I was as well. But I'm not too concerned about it now, so I'm just gonna hold to what I have, and that's about it. So
Airbnb, I'm holding Airbnb, but I think it's gonna be it didn't. So a lot of the stocks that were starting to go back up a month and a half, 2 months ago, it started going back up, but nothing compared to other stocks. Like right now it's 30 on the RSI, and if you look at the chart, obviously it's all the way back down to what it was during the May correction. So yeah, I'm holding it because I see good things long term with it, but I think it's gonna be a little bit friggin' tip ranks, they see it 32% upside from where we are right now with the average analyst. There's 13 buy, 14 holds. It just depends on what you see long term. I've known people that have used Airbnb. I haven't used it myself, but I've heard really good things, and the business model makes sense. So I'm holding it long term. Right. Just it might get hurt again, obviously, with if places start getting cracked down more, but in other countries, they weren't really fully open yet either. So Airbnb still has a lot of growth.
I just read
other countries can't really use it yet. So once everything calms down and people start using it more everywhere, and it'll go back up. But might be a little bit with the new COVID variant and everything.
Right.
How's the COVID situation in the U.S.? I don't know. Where I am, it's fine. Everything's perfectly normal where I am.
Right. Bob, no, that is not near me. That's on the other side of the state by Cleveland. So yeah, that's not near me. That's like a 3-hour drive from me. 2.5, 3 hours.
I've never even heard of Atwater.
It's like a small little township.
Hmm.
U.S. digital currency incoming. I think that's
They
so
want
that's
control of
the-
it. They want to
yes.
pay the action. They want
Exactly.
profit from it. So that's going to
It's-
happen.
and
I
the
think
whole
other
point-
states will do it or other countries will do it.
I
as well.
agree. I agree. And the whole point of cryptocurrency is to be decentralized, so nobody has control over it. But the U.S. doesn't like when they don't have control, so
Yeah.
they're going to try to make their own to have control, and that's just the way it is. So they want their hands in everything.
Yep. They want more money from it.
But yeah, the whole COVID situation here in the state, I mean, the only one that I guess the only one I'm hearing about right now is California. So
Yeah.
but California in
Raining
itself is
Ted.
difficult. So
Raining here, Ted. Yeah, it's not raining here yet, but it's looking like it might.
Peloton and Pinterest are on the rise. I don't even care to look at Peloton. That one bit me. I had terrible experience with Peloton, so I will never ever buy Peloton again.
Yeah, Pinterest is up to almost 2.5% today, holding up. Robbie, yeah, woke up scared. Yeah, it was not looking too hot.
Yeah, wake up scared and just go back to bed. Just turn it off, go right back to bed.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there will eventually be a U.S. digital currency for 100%.
All right, I'm gonna turn my light off real quick so the boy can go to sleep, and then I'm going to open my window so I don't look so dark.
I think COVID will surge again when fall comes, maybe some new lockdowns. Yeah, I mean, there's already kind of not technically lockdowns, but they just got rid of mask mandates in some states here in the U.S. Here in Florida, everything's pretty much been back to normal for 8, 9 months, pretty much. But in other states, they've just started kind of getting back to normal. And they've already started doing the mask mandates again. So as more states do that, it's not going to be good. And I think it's going to bring the market down if that does happen, obviously, because fear in general is going to be kicking in, like it did this morning. That's why everything was down.
Oh, let's see here. Market at 850. It just keeps falling, doesn't it? Now the thing is like I feel like, or I don't even want to say I feel. Anytime that I see, or I think if we go back, let's see if this will work. Normally when we see the market fall like this, we see a green day right after. So let's go to May 10th.
Yeah, but usually only when it closes down, like 3% down.
Right, which I'm expecting
Which
it to
isn't gonna happen.
close like crazy today. So there's it.
Yeah. Alex, I don't think Texas will go back to that BS. Well, hoping at least. Yeah. Probably not. I'm surprised it honestly took Texas so long because, Florida's been wide open well before December. It's at the point now where if you're wearing a mask, everyone looks at you like you're the weird person instead of if you're not wearing a mask, you were weird. So
Right.
yeah.
Let's see. NIO. Let's go.
I loved being in Florida for a week in April. Life was normal.
Right.
Yep. And my dad and stepmom came down, I think in January, and they were, we were planning stuff to do, and they're just so confused because they're like, is that open, or is even just restaurants fully open, and are these just things we wanted to do? They were so confused that everything was open. It's like,
Right. Where would you guys think NIO will be Friday? With how everything's been, honestly, like It's almost a shot in the dark at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible to
There's
tell.
so
We could be at 45. We could be back into the 30s.
yeah.
Depends
Before
on what the
COVID,
news-
like you could somewhat predict the market. And now it's like you're gonna, it's either you're right or you're wrong. Like you used to be able to just like, okay, well, based on this trend and how it's been moving, like you could see, and based on, you know, certain charts and patterns and stuff, like you could kind of predict it. But now it's like NIO could be announcing they're delivering 3,000 more vehicles this month than expected, and it's still going to go down 3% because the COVID numbers are up. Like it's almost impossible to tell. But I would love to see a 45 by the end of week. Get back up towards 45.
Yeah, we'll see though. It just all depends on the news coming out really at this point.
Right.
That's what's going to drive stocks up and down at this point in time, which is unfortunate.
NIO going to be over 41 by August 6th now. I mean, you're still over 41, so
right. Good luck, Robbie. Good luck with that. I have an 8-ball that lets me know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what you need to. That's what you need to use.
Maybe we'll have to invest in an 8-ball and just ask it questions. When should I invest in NIO now? Shake it and see what it says, and that's what you go with. That's exactly what it feels like, honestly. But
yeah, right now, because you never know what's going to be coming out in the news. It was ridiculous. Like when bond yields were going up, everything was, everyone was panicking. And then for whatever reason, like a week ago, they were going down a lot, and then everyone was panicking. It's like, this,
right.
You can't win either way.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Apple's down 3% today. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at this, I wonder if I still have it up. I do not have it up, but let's go ahead and look at it. What is it? FinViz? FinViz.
Back down.
Look at this. Look at the heat map. Look at this.
Yeah,
that is real good. That is real good. Let me go ahead and take our stuff off. This is the heat map for the entire market right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that's green is Nvidia. I mean, obviously you have Etsy and like a few random things, but like
that's why I think that this isn't, over.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I wouldn't be surprised if everything's down again, just like it was today.
So that's the 1 day performance. We look at the 1 week. It's still kind of like torn between like what's going to be good and what's bad. Let's go to the 1 month. So it gets a little bit better the farther you go back.
Oh yeah.
But let's see. I mean, everything's pretty much green in at least last year, but obviously you'd expect that.
What's up, NIO?
Google's up 45% this year. Holy cow. Year to date, Google's up 44%. Microsoft 26%. Apple 10%.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Not the dog on NIO, but look at NIO for the year. Down 20%.
Let's see here. Where would that even be at? Automotive. It's going to be over here somewhere. They may not even show it. Yeah. I mean, it's true. You can't beat around the bush. NIO's not doing too hot this year so far. But yeah. It also isn't their fault either, so.
Right.
They're doing everything right. Get out a Ouija board.
Right. Right.
Just bought 2,000 NIO shares. Well, hopefully it works out for you. I mean, you're on the lower end of the 40s, so
yeah.
All the price predictions for the by the end of the year, and price targets are up in the 60s, 70s, and upwards of hundreds, depending on who you look at. So you might be sitting pretty good.
Yeah.
I would totally buy more Palantir under 20, AMD, Tesla under 600. Oh, and Tesla under 600. Yeah, I've seen a few Oh, apparently you can zoom. You could see Palantir. I've seen a lot of news about Palantir. I don't know how it's doing, but I don't think I have it on here. I do have it on here. I mean, I guess it was up towards what, 27? Yeah, 27, 28 before this pullback. So it was doing pretty good on its little tear.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about Palantir. I think it's definitely a good long-term play, but
Yeah, long for sure. Short term, I don't see a whole lot of movement really.
right. I kind of don't know how I feel about. I'm kind of just over the market at this point. It's just kind of like everything. It's just so up and down and wishy-washy, man. It's just everything is so. As soon as we start to get a good tear, we just pull back. And so then it's like you look at if you look at some of the mutual funds and other things that are still up positive, like it's like I don't even want to invest in stocks anymore. I just go to mutual funds where I can at least make some money. So
Palantir earnings will kick ass. I mean, they need it. That would be nice.
August 10th.
Yeah. Just bought some X-Paying shares because of how positive you both are about the company. Don't own Lee yet. Yeah, I just have NIO and X-Paying. I don't have Lee. X-Paying is doing everything I wish NIO would do. Like, they already have 2 cars that are less than $30,000.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So
I think NIO will eventually get there, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping NIO doesn't get in the trend set that Tesla's in, where they're more worried. Like, obviously I don't think they're worried about like horsepower and stuff, like, because Tesla's always, to me, seems like they're worried about horsepower. Oh, how fast can this car go from 0 to 60? We don't care about range. We care about how fast this car can go from 0 to 60. So it's like I'm kind of hoping NIO doesn't. They're more of a luxury brand. I don't know if you want to consider them a luxury brand, but they're pretty pricey as well. Not nearly to the extent of Tesla, but
what company are you talking about?
NIO.
Is
like,
NIO a luxury brand? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm hoping NIO doesn't get stuck in this very expensive car thing, and they hope to, release cheaper cars sooner rather than later. Is what I'm really just trying to say.
They did say that was part of their long-term, goals. So hopefully, it's not too long.
Too long, yeah.
Before
you got to get in the mass market somehow or another. So.
Right, because that's when things really start happening.
Right. Are you guys guaranteeing X-Paying? I mean, we don't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
But
I love NIO with cheap. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna the next comment. Just I love NIO, but the cheaper cars could be a bigger play. Agree.
It's 100% a bigger play. It's just a matter of them doing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping the car they release on NIO Day later this year is a cheaper car because they need it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping. I'm really hoping they do something like an ET5.
Right. Yeah.
Give us like a $40,000 ET5.
They need a cheaper sedan. That's what your biggest seller is going to be.
All right. Exactly like Bob said. Guaranteed it'll go up or down. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I don't guarantee anything in the stock market, regardless of how well I know the stock or how well it's doing, because literally anything could change at any given second.
Are you guaranteeing 6,000 subs?
I mean, we could be stuck at 5,999 forever, so I can't guarantee that either.
You never know.
Which actually, we're at I think we're over the 5,500 mark, so we're almost there, man.
Yeah, we're almost at 5,600.
Yeah, so almost there. So if you're not subbed to the channel, hit the sub button. We're trying to hit the 6,000 by the end of this month. Just a little goal. That's what we're trying to do.
Right.
So, there is the Gemini. They did talk about Gemini.
They said it's not going to be a cheaper car, though.
Exactly. So, they said it will not fall under the cheaper brand either. So,
right.
Because, they're trying to come out with... if you think of it like this, you have, like, you look at Chevy or GM. So you have Cadillac, you have GMC, and you have Chevy. Like, they're all in the same family, but Cadillac is like your extremely luxury. GMC is a step down, and then Chevy's a step below that. So, NIO's essentially doing the same thing. They're going to have NIO as like the Cadillac, and then they're going to have a sub brand underneath of it for a little bit cheaper. Probably their entry, or not entry, but their market entry cars as well for like mass market. Can I subscribe more than once? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, more than one Google account, you can.
Well, yeah, that's true as well.
If you have more than one like Gmail account or something.
Is it true that you're giving $500 for each sub when you reach 6,000? I heard that rumor, but I cannot confirm that is true. Channel's growing nicely. Good content equals growth. Yeah, we appreciate it, Casey. We try to keep our content.
Keep trying to always improve too.
Sometimes we push the envelope a little bit with some of the titles and stuff. We like to push it a little bit, but there's reasons for that push. We're not just throwing out, one of those like if you look at Meet Kevin, he always has the shocked face on every single thumbnail. We try to avoid that kind of stuff, but we do it every now and then. I have to go take a nap. See you guys. Hey, have a good nap, Bob. Maybe when you come back, NIO will be up 47%.
Right.
I don't mean to call you out, Mike, but I will. You guarantee great content with the Discord and your videos, and you both have always delivered. Well, we appreciate that, Ted.
Thank you, Ted. Now just don't go buying any NIO shares to make a tank, because I know you will.
And that's the thing. It's like we in one of our videos over the weekend we talked about Tesla selling, what was it, like 1 million vehicles last year, and we got confused on the numbers or mixed our numbers up, and we corrected that. So is there a rumor that Stock Dudes is giving away money? Only coming from you.
Yeah, I guarantee I will attend your next live session. Well, hi, thank you. You always show up, Richard. You can tell all your friends that we're giving away money, and join our channel. Sub to Stock Dudes.
Yeah, we were actually gonna do a Dogecoin giveaway at 5,000 subs, but then something happened with YouTube, and we got a content strike for that, and we don't know why. And YouTube, and for those, I don't know if anybody else in here is a YouTube creator, but YouTube does not tell you if you get a strike for any given reason. They do not tell you why.
Yeah, it's super vague. It could literally be one of 1,000 things.
And that's why Stockmo did a video on him getting spam comments. He got in trouble for spam comments, but they don't tell him what kind of comments. He doesn't know if it was his comments or if it was the legit spam or what it was. And he was like freaking out because they were about to delete his channel. So we decided to do away with that giveaway because of the fact that we got hit with a strike. We don't know why. And so, yeah, we're like 2 out of 3 strikes, and we have to like not get a strike for like 6 months now.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to be really careful with what we do. So.
Yeah, Ted, don't guarantee you'll give away money. Yeah, we're not. Definitely not doing that. Is this the free attendees giveaway? Am I late? It seems like super hard to do any kind of giveaway and then people could also just report you for doing a giveaway, and then it's ridiculous. Because yeah, we wanted to do something, but it's so hard to do it and then not get some kind of strike for it or something.
Right. Deutsche Bank disclosed that they just made a large purchase of Palantir. Well, I mean, I'm thinking they obviously see something. So a lot of these big banks between them and ARK Invest, they probably see something. So. Well, NIO's starting to kind of come back from the pullback that it just had. Let's see if I want to really see this thing go positive for the day. Dustin, that is true.
KC, do it on your Discord? Yeah, we could. Shout out to the Discord if anybody wants to join. Mike eats cold syrup on his microwave spam. He doesn't even microwave the spam because what's the point? You're putting cold
right
syrup
out of the can, man.
Right. There's no point. You might as well just eat it straight out of the fridge, or obviously you don't put spam in the fridge. I was meaning, and if you got leftover pancakes, don't even warm them up. Just put your cold syrup
Nasty.
on top. Give away
Let's
spam.
see.
Spam and Reese's. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Probably not.
Give away spam to the spam.
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you what a day. So I think we're going to probably be wrapping up stream here in a bit. We got another video to make, and then I've got to move all my crap downstairs to the new studio. So this may be one of the last times you guys will see the background here. So
yeah,
finally done with that. I may have to do the paneling like Chad has in the background of his camera. I may have to do that. Maybe not, just depends. I have carpet in my room downstairs, so I'm kind of hoping that's enough to absorb a lot of the sound, but we'll find out. If not, I'll have to buy paneling to put in the background.
Yeah, and I tried to keep it out of the background. It was like just out of camera, and it helped, but it didn't help as much as it is now. Oh.
One day I don't check my stocks in the morning. Yeah, it's probably best if you didn't look too.
Right. Yeah.
Not looking too hot.
CCIV is back down to 4% down.
Yeah, I'm kind of understanding. Kind of be interesting to see what happens to CCIV as we get towards the Friday when the merger date happens. So, yeah, I'm really hoping. Hoping we get a green day tomorrow, considering the market is way down. So,
Richard, we've thought about that, but it's also hard. We can't tell. It depends on you guys' settings. We can't tell in the comments. You know, if you leave a comment, we don't know 100% if you're subbed or not. It depends on, you know, if you allow us to see that or not. It's in, you know, your settings. So we can't really just pick a comment and just assume you're subbed, because that doesn't, you know, just because you comment.
I mean, we could probably do something like maybe a comment.
You know, a comment of the day, or just, you know, if they're asking questions or something, or if, you know, they just say something awesome, then we can include it. Something like that. We've thought about doing that before, but we didn't know if you guys would care or like that. So let us know.
Right.
Dustin says he's
down almost 900 points today, dude. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's no good there. Yeah, and then S&P's down 2% and Nasdaq's 1.4.
How much did it crash back in February? Okay, that was 10,000 points. Okay, never mind.
Oh, overall, but that wasn't just in one day.
Well, no, that was between, that was
down.
pretty much a month. That was pretty much 1 month. February 14th through March 20th, it was down 10,000 points.
Right. I mean, if it's going down 900 points a day, we could easily do that again.
Right.
More
kind
than
of
that.
wondering. I'm just looking to see what it's.
It's
That
only
was a
10
couple
days.
days.
CCIV comment of the day. Dustin Nuts. I always say, or I say awesome shit all the time. Well, then comment something awesome, and then we'll include you in a video. CCIV comment of the day. It sucks. Yeah, it's gonna kind of suck until they start deliveries, or
Right.
possibly prior, you know, closer to deliveries, as, you know, good news starts coming out. Maybe, you know, as maybe
If they ever start delivering.
Right. I think they'll eventually have some good news coming out as they get closer to deliveries, and we'll start actually having a time frame, or actually have a time frame of when they might start possibly delivering.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, the fact that they didn't say anything during the investor call tells me that it's going to be like late this year, like Q4 probably. Because if they were close, like Q3, you know, you would think that they would start telling us.
Maybe we'll just get some lucky announcement. They'll be like, on merger day, hey, we're now delivering cars. Maybe.
Right. I mean, they did have some cars that they were doing the final inspections on, and they said if they passed, then those would be included in the ones that they're selling. So I don't think they're too far behind.
Right. What is the likelihood of XPEV, Lee, Tesla, or some other manufacturing building cars at NIO Park? Also, bad week month outlook if you don't lose money, if you don't sell. Warren Buffett. So I think some other car manufacturer will be at the NIO Park because there's a lot of reports that. So it's NEO Park, not NIO Park. So this is not NIO's park. It's just called NIO Park for, I don't know why the hell they would name it that if they're not really correlated in any way. But it's the output of the NIO Park is 1 million vehicles a year. That's not coming from just NIO themselves. So I do think they are going to be putting other manufacturers there. So we will probably see other car manufacturers in the NIO Park. It's just a matter of who's going to be there. Right, Dustin. I mean, no, I'm not doing anything with the beard. Not doing anything with the beard. The wife would kill me if I did something with the beard. They will deliver 3 cars in December. Probably, Rich. That's probably what's going to happen. Xpeng and Li Auto will be in NIO Park. Yeah, so if that's the case, we will see the million come out of that park itself, but not coming from NIO themselves.
Right. I think I saw where their factory in the NIO Park was going to be like 100 and some, like low 100,000s.
Right.
Capacity. Like 125 or 150. I think it was more like 125. But still, that's still good. They're still adding.
Right. Man, dude. Almost 1,000 points down. That is crazy.
Yeah. It's no good there, Bob.
Well, the VIX index is up, though. 5%. Or I lied, 25 or 27%. I lied.
I don't even know what the VIX index is.
I don't know either. It's the only one positive for the day, though. So that is crazy, man.
Any new news on any stock splits and GE's crappy reverse split? I honestly haven't really been paying attention to GE's reverse split. It's obviously not good news, but I haven't really been paying attention to see if there's any updated news about it. I know the NVIDIA split is coming, I believe, in just a couple days.
It's the fear index. Is that really? That's funny. The only thing I've really heard about is just the NVIDIA split that's coming, and then the merger with CCIV and the GE reverse split, but I haven't heard anything about them like recently. Let's see here. So the VIX index represents the market's expectations of 30 days future volatility of the S&P 500 index, which is considered the leading indicator of the broad U.S. market. So I guess if that's up, I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, it's not. That means it's there's a lot of volatility in the market. Pretty much is when it's just like Richard just said. Higher the VIX, more volatile the market. So yeah, that's no good.
Feels like money can start falling into NIO can't start falling into NIO because it holds pretty good a shitty day like this so far. I mean, it's holding its own for the day, so I'll take what we have. It was down
like 5%.
Now it's all the way back up. Borderline positive, so
especially when like CCIV is still way down 4%. I mean, Xpeng is doing pretty much the same thing NIO is.
Rumored
But-
10-1 NIO split. I haven't heard anything about a NIO split. That would be terrible.
Yeah, we don't.
If
need
that happens, I would probably pull out of NIO.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm curious. I'm probably just gonna sit here and just like watch this. 911 points. You think we hit 1,000
it's
today?
getting worse. It's getting worse. So, and the S&P now is over 2% down.
This is awesome, guys. This is awesome.
Down to $4 a share. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the NIO split thing. Yeah,
Let's get it.
we don't. Yeah, I would be out. Yeah, it'd be no good. That would just be stupid if they did a split.
I mean, considering they have 1.6 billion shares already, we don't need any more.
Right. Everyone would just be like, nope.
All right, chat. I think we're going to end stream here. It's going to be a pretty ugly day. We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about what happens in our video for tonight. Let me see here. My wife is blowing up my phone. I have an appointment Thursday for my labs and EKG. Good deal. Got a routine health assessment Thursday. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with the market. A pretty decent day so far for NIO. It's just holding somewhat positive. So we'll see if that continues to hold throughout the rest of the day. But we'll talk about it in our video for tonight, which will be out around between 4 and 5 o'clock, like they always are. So we try to maintain a schedule for you guys. So we'll see what happens. 10-year treasury crashing. Shocker. Everything's crashing right now. But yeah, so if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, hit the sub button. If you haven't liked the video, hit the like button as well. Thank you all for being here. We really do appreciate you guys showing up every single time we're out. A lot of you guys are regulars in here now at this point, so we really do appreciate you guys being here. So again, thank you for all the support, and we'll see you guys in the next live stream.